You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Kiwi. Show him you're the best. You're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him a taste.
Wow. Give him a taste.
Give him a taste. No, my hooky, my. Welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. Today in the studio, it's the A team.
The A team.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
Nice.
Jason, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just the two of us, apparently. But
Where's the harmony, mate?
You don't want to hear me sing.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll get at us. If anyone does want to hear Jay sing, we'll make him sing.
No. Anyway, I'm good.
That's great. Oh, before we get into it, I forgot last week. We nearly lost our main sponsors because we didn't give them a shout out.
I did notice that.
I was highly disappointed with myself
and
being the
in
main
trouble.
sponsor. I don't know if you ever watched it. Anyway, shout out to Fit Zone Gyms, based in Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa and Waihi. I'm going to talk to you about the Fit Zone body scans. Yes, it tells you what you're made of. You know, the Raiders could have taken their body scan and they've been told they weren't made of nothing. No,
Nice.
it's great for accountability. Tells you about fat, lean muscle, all that type of jazz. So it's better than just weighing yourself willy-nilly. So yeah, if you want one of those, you do not have to be a member. If you're a member, it's cheaper, but slightly more expensive if you're not. You can still get in there, get scanned up, and yeah, get told what you're made of. Show us what you're made of. Yeah, so how was your weekend, mate? All good?
Yeah, it was all good.
That's such
Hey.
a Kiwi thing to say, mate.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Oh, whoops.
oh, it was all good,
It
eh?
was good, hey.
Right.
I got no games right. My Raiders went down, but it was still good footy. Like, my bets went out, but I was still not disappointed in a way because it was good games. But
Oh, yeah?
so it was a good weekend. What else do? Went to the Mount as well. That was pretty good. That was mean hawker, like you know those hawker and roll places, like those.
Oh, yeah.
There was a place like that. It was pretty good. It's like Mexican, I think.
Oh, nice. Hawk and roll. No, that's not
No,
Mexican.
not
That's
no. Oh, what is it?
Southeast Asian.
Or that, but it wasn't called Hawker and Roll. It was Hawker something. It's on the main or one of the main streets in Mount
Early in the
Maunganui.
morning, you got to hawk
Anyway,
and
did that.
roll.
That was pretty good. Yeah. How about you? How was your weekend?
Hey, great weekend. Got a lot of mahi done around the house on Saturday.
Nice.
It's a little bit bloody. It's a bit painful staying up for these games.
Yeah, it is. Man, how much did that?
It's great when you
The
get
first
to the
night
game and
or
it kicks
both
off.
nights, yeah.
It's just getting to that 9:50, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
With the AJM these days, I'm just like,
And then because you got like obviously you have a couple bets on it, but you got that first try scorer. And I was waiting for the Sharks game, waiting for ULE, ran mean lines, and then burn.
I see Nick Order got anytime jam too.
Did he?
Any timer? Yeah,
I didn't watch the whole game. I was just
Backed
I was
him.
too tired.
mate.
Um,
Yeah, so that's getting a bit painful, but done a lot of mahi around the house, cut down a couple of trees,
yeah.
mowed some lawns,
Win some money this weekend.
won a bit of money.
Nice.
Got the what did I do that first game? Did I get anything? Oh, I got the All Blacks. They had the boosted odds. All Blacks 1-5.
That's right. Thursday.
So I wouldn't have got it, but then that mean call from the ref. How good. He's a top man, that ref.
Yeah, top man. All good.
Then you had the anytime on Nikora. And then you had a couple of good wins on the Hoi Ho.
The hoi ho, yes. They,
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and then Sunday just chilled out. What did we get? Yeah, just done more mahi around the section. Bloody sprayed some weeds in my grass a while ago, so I was re-sowing some seed.
Hey,
Sowing
the
me
effort you
seed.
put into your yard is great.
Yeah, and then we got some flaxes actually. So
Oh, yeah,
shout
that's
out
right.
to Franz and Cambridge. Not flaxes, sorry, ferns. Mature
Yes.
ferns. Got some mature ones.
Mature ones.
Plants
Not those childish,
No.
immature.
So we got a couple. There's actually 5 variety of the New Zealand fern.
You get silver fern?
We got a couple of silver ferns. We got a couple of tree ferns, which are the real tall ones.
Yeah.
And some other ones.
Are
I
they
can't remember
the
the three.
tree ferns the ones that have like the real like fluffy like kind of stump like tree
Trunk.
trunk here?
I guess they all kind of do.
Yeah, but I guess you get those ones on the ground as
And
well.
they've got a couple of pungers as well. But
Very
yeah,
nice.
so it's all good. What were we talking about? Oh,
Like just what you
The
got planned
league.
for your week.
yeah.
Also, just a shout out to rest in peace the Queen.
Oh yes, Her Majesty. R.I.P. Loved her horse racing. So
Yeah. She it's a funeral tonight.
yeah, might be.
Like from now.
I see we got one public holiday off, but for Tangi, I prefer to have the week. So
She lo-
Jacinda,
She loves a tonguey.
yeah, where's the Tangi at?
Yeah.
No, it's sad. I guess if you're into it. I still remember when.
I guess it's not like this. It's not as big, maybe here, but like I think people still look at it as like she's been the only queen most of anyone's known.
That's right. She's the only one. King Charles,
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
King of the North.
We only know one king, and he's king of the north.
King of the North only. You're not king of us down here, mate. Nah.
Classic. Anyway,
Nah. Yeah.
hey,
Anyway, well, that's your
digress.
current affairs. Kia ora and good night. Yeah.
Wrap it
Anyway, so
I'll
straight
start
into
us
it.
off
You
with the
start
rapid-
us off, mate. Wrap of the round.
I turned the Raiders game off a bit early, but not like too early. There was only like 15 minutes to go.
Oh, so you're one of those people that are walking out of the stand,
Yeah.
but on your couch.
Paradis showed up really.
Parramatta at home.
Yeah. I was happy with how the Raiders went leading up to the finals and everything, so I wasn't like overly gutted, and it was still a good game. So
Yeah.
I lost, like I was gutted, but also I was like, it's not my actual team, so I was like,
Yeah, so it's that whole. Yeah.
oh well. In hindsight, probably should have cashed out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you had to go through your multis last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I even
yeah,
lost my
Raiders.
Sharks one.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Even lost my Sharks one, but once again, it's not my main team, so
Can't win them all, mate.
yes. Sharks were sloppy.
Yeah, they were a bit. Oh.
Like, just a lot of missed passes, like hitting the ground, and they were lucky they got away with most of them. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
but Rabbitohs, credit to them.
Just they done this last year when they kind of just started ramping up into
that's
the
why I'm
finals
really
and-
excited about their game this weekend.
Mm.
But yeah, not much. Just, I didn't watch the full game, so plus Saturday I was super tired, so I didn't watch the whole Sharks game.
All right. What do I
about you?
got? I got So I think that Raiders they didn't play horrifically. They had a
No.
crack. But there was quite a few errors though.
Yeah,
But I think
I think they.
it was one of those games, and you're watching, and it's like they just couldn't get the bounce of the ball.
Yeah,
They just couldn't get couldn't get the calls to bounce their way.
yeah, and like Tarpany still played solid, but they almost shut him down a bit.
They did. They
Like both their.
I
like
felt
their
like they
forward-
moved their. I think Para moved them round a bit more with a bit of razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
Which, if you just got into get into like a bash them up the middle kind of style with
I seen people saying like
with the Raiders, it's not handy.
on Clarkie's someone like because he had he books the players of the round or like at the game, and he had Tarpany out there, and people were like not $1 million player anymore. I was like, man, he's been the most.
Pretty sure he is.
He's been like the most consistent player through the whole year.
Yeah, he played well still. I mean, most of their forwards still played well.
And Kiwi stepping up again.
Yeah, I just think there were moments that the Raiders didn't quite get.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. As I said, man, Para, if they
Man.
turn up.
And Rapana almost got that. He got like almost got second try, which I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so close to first try.
Yeah, it's like the one straight after it.
Yeah. You remember when they used to do money back?
Yeah, that was good.
If you had money on first try and,
And
you
you got
got
the second one.
you'd get money back. That was good.
Raps was good. Yeah, I just feel like Parramatta were better.
Mm.
And quite often the bounce of the ball starts going your way when you're a bit better. But even that try where Moses just flicked it out willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Wonga Blake knocked it backwards like 3 times, picked it up. Pass. Dylan Brown done skipped 2 people to meet Micah Sevo, stepped in, spun around, offloaded it back to Neocorte. That was the maddest try.
It's how you do it.
Yeah,
And Para.
Neocorte was massive. Excited he's going to the Wires next year. Shit. He's a talented player.
Couple tries for him, good ones as well.
I wouldn't be using him in the centres.
No.
He'd be a back row lock for me.
Yep.
He's got brilliant skills, but we can talk about him a bit more later on. Yeah, Ronaldo, that was pretty good. What about the carry on after he got the try? You see that?
Nah.
If you go back and watch it, right, he gets the try, gets up, and Latrell Mitt was chasing him, but he wasn't catching him. Then at the end, he kind of when he got up, he like put his arm around him and then like almost like headlocked him, but kind of, I don't know, it's this weird thing.
Whoa, I didn't see that.
I think it was trying to be funny, but it looked pretty dumb.
Classic. No, I didn't see that, but hey, he was quick.
Yeah. But different to last weekend with some close games, and then these were kind of
Yeah, they were just like
not
there
as close.
There was the dominant team.
Yeah, there's one more dominant team. And,
But that's finals footy for you. It just shows you who wants it more, really.
oh, that's it. I got both mine wrong too. Oh no, I got one right.
You got para.
My
I
para.
got
that's right.
both mine.
My para.
So you, it's pretty good how this finals footy is going. Like you guys got it wrong last week. I got it wrong this week.
It's
Man,
pretty hard. Like, you get to finals.
surely
There should be no sure things.
with three of us, we can pick the final.
Do you think Penrith is still going to win? Or not still, but do you feel like Penrith, like they are the favourites for a good reason?
No, I reckon they should be a little bit worried.
Okay, because they're playing. Who are they playing again?
Rabbitohs.
Rematch to the final.
Yeah, rematch to the
Rabbitohs
final, and that was a low-scoring game.
There was just that one bad pass from Cody Walker. If he sticks that pass, it's not really a bad pass. It was just well read by Crichton to intercept it.
So I reckon they shouldn't be like shaking in their boots, but they should be a little like not going at as
as
Penrith
confident.
do. Yeah,
But I mean, I don't think they put that out there, but I don't think they actually think that,
yeah,
because at any day, any team can beat you in the NRL. So
yeah. Man, you could have the Wars turn up, for example, and
they'll
beat Para.
put 25 on you and then still lose.
Classic.
All right.
Anyway,
We don't really have a sound effect for this. Actually, we do, because we haven't got
PVK.
that bit. Shush. I'm going to have a guess.
Now watch me do my
Yeah.
dance. I'm the player of the day. Player of the day.
All right. MVKs, most valuable Kuois, who played this weekend. So, like we said earlier, Mairata Niukore, he was mean everywhere.
he was insane.
Carries the ball well. Yeah, he's just a man. He plays.
Loves a try.
Ice was good too. He was getting stuck. Ice Puppy was into doing his work as per normal. Dill Brown had a solid game, obviously.
Insane game.
Flick over to the other game. Ronaldo was really good. Still having a crack. He's a really good carrier of the ball out of trouble.
Quick.
Raiders,
He's quick.
like you said, Tarpany was still good. Still had a mean game. Harawira might not have played as well as he did in those other games, but still played pretty solidly.
He got HIA. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Fuck, that's right. Yes, he did too. That'll be why.
That'll be why he didn't play.
Didn't play that well because he wasn't really on there that long.
Because he came on for
Yes, and the
Elliot-
bro got HI'd,
yeah.
and he came on. He got
And then-
HI'd,
and then he got
Elliot came
stayed
back
off,
on.
yeah.
Yes, okay, that's probably why. Sorry, bruh. Being a bit mean to you.
All good.
Who else was in that Raiders team? That's about it, really, because the others couple of teams had.
You got their centres.
Yeah, they didn't. They played okay.
They didn't get to their normal footy where they.
Nah,
It's
because they
like a
weren't.
rolling team. They didn't really get to that.
They
so
don't really get
the
to that.
centres, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, what about you, mate?
Yeah. I was just got a couple of stats here. Brought the stats. Dill Brown, 1 try assist,
Boom.
6 tackle breaks,
Boom.
28 runs for. Well, there's either 321 meters or high 200s.
Oh shit.
There was 2 things, but I went with the highest.
Yeah, Coles.
321 meters. Good on him.
I mean, Dill Brown, I think the one thing that he possibly might be missing is when the team's not going forward,
Yeah.
is when their team's not, like, say, dominant,
Yeah.
is to really step up and then put his team in a better position. But,
Yeah.
hey, you can't be, it's good for the Kiwis seeing him play like that.
Yeah. But hey, it was good to see him. Yes. Ice Puppy, 2 offloads, 31 tackles, and 232 meters.
Nice. It's the shaved head.
What did I say in the chat? How much heartier does he look?
Extra mana.
Yeah. I was gutted when he grew his hair out again a bit. And I was like, man, he looks so much more.
It looks like way more like solid Jack
Yeah,
Day for
yeah.
the shaved head.
And I'll give you Mulatalo's stats. 1 try assist, and 150 meters.
That's good. It's a good knock
Yeah.
from a winger and a team that lost.
Also, we're not doing Yana because we don't really have one, but I kind of maybe have one now.
Okay, let's roll with it.
They were talking about it on Triple M, I'm pretty sure. Triple M League or
Yeah.
Sports. And was it James Graham or whoever they always get on there?
Yes.
Saying, or it might have been guy that looks like the Gumboot Joker. I mean, the Shui guy,
Oh, yes.
Aaron Woods,
Yeah.
saying whoever goes into the final, like for the grand final, should earn that home grand final, even if it's a smaller stadium.
Yeah. Mm.
It's hard because like you want the atmosphere, but like
I mean, you still get the atmosphere, but, it's 80,000 people versus fucking...
it's a money thing in the end.
I mean, there must be... You could play other grounds. There has to be a minimum amount of
Yeah.
people. So I think 50,000 might be like the minimum.
Yeah. How much does Mount Smart get in it?
27, I think.
After Eden Park.
Eden Park's I think at a stretch can do 50, 55,000.
Get in there.
But yeah, I think that makes sense. But it's just hard because, some teams don't have access to a stadium
Yeah.
big enough.
Whatever. It's Shark Park, man. Fill it up.
Well, up 11,000 people. Keep some money for the NRL.
So it's not really but it's just what you got.
Like I get that notion of earning that proper home grand final, but logistically,
It's not
and all
really
the
going to
rest.
work.
you need you do all that, spend all that money throughout the year, on your asset, which is the NRL,
Yeah.
and your finest moment is the grand final,
Yeah.
and that's where you get most of the return back for all the money you've spent during the year. That you got to get the most. So I understand both things. It'd be cool to have a fucking final in New Zealand.
That would be mean. We'd sell it out so quick, I reckon.
If we had that second team when they both made it, then it'd have to be at Eden Park, surely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably 20 years away.
Sweet.
I've got another year now.
Oh, yeah.
Ish, not really. Another topic. The milking. A bit less milking this week, but the week before, it's quite a bit of milking. So the main one I've seen a lot of players do now is a slight crusher.
Yeah.
Straight away, they'll just lay down and hold the back of their head,
Yeah.
back of their neck, and then they'll just lay down until the bunker's giving them the heads up.
It's like that time we
Should
well, it
have-
wasn't a crusher, but when the Wars bet Raiders and Lodge milked that penalty.
Got him in the face, but
But yeah, I know what you mean. It
But
gets a
they're
bit
doing
stupid,
that-
like
that crusher one, it gets done a lot.
yeah, and it's annoying because like your team will be like on the move, like on the roll, almost getting quick play the ball, and this guy stays down. You're like, man, we could have got probably more
then
out of
there's
the
like-
quick play the ball.
Possibly, yeah, then you get penalty, gets kicking.
Yeah, I know, but like,
What they should do, I heard someone else say, I can't remember who it was, but if you go down, grabbing your neck and shit, then you should be off for 10 minutes, just like the HIA.
yeah,
So you got
and
10
they'll
out,
be like, oh, actually, no.
you've got to go off, and then you got to do your 10 minutes, get looked over by the doctor, because the neck issue's pretty bad, so you don't
Yeah.
want to be milking those. Because a lot of time they get the penalty, they get back up and they're sweet, and it's
Yeah.
like...
Exactly.
So what you don't want people milking off like a neck injury because they're really bad. You
Yeah.
only want people who are actually injured. Like another point of view is someone said they should, if you hold your neck like that, you should have to get stretchered off.
Mm.
Full protocol needs to come so that to stop the game, the trolley comes out with the stretcher on it.
What do you mean? I just wanted a penalty.
I know no one will do it then though.
Yeah, nah.
And if you're one of their top players, you won't.
But
be
then I guess there's that. If they do that, then people are like have a sore neck and not.
I guess. But if you've got an actual sore neck, you need to go off.
You want the game time, doll?
What do you mean?
No, like you just know how the players like.
Yeah. But I know, but I mean that means when it's actual real bad, they
Yeah.
won't. They'll actually stay down
Yeah.
and it'll be sweet. Not like now where it's like fucking that happens 10 times a game.
You got a little tickle.
Or they
yes.
just pick players. They would know that. So what they'll do is, especially players who back in. So if they take a hit up, turn and spin, and then back in and like use their
Yeah.
legs, and then quite often they'll get hunched over, and the third person in,
Yeah.
will end up like on top of them and be like a slight crusher. I think the coach has just said if that ever happens, if you feel you're in that position, boom, just grab your neck, stay down.
Yeah.
Because the way it's refed at the moment is they have to give you a penalty.
Yeah.
So just do that every tackle. Just hold your neck. Now, but the bunker might.
Go in before the tackle, holding your neck.
They'd get you around the legs, hold your neck. But I reckon they should do, if you're any milking, you're off for 10 to get looked over
Yeah.
by the independent doctor.
Because the milking gets like real shit real quick.
Yeah, annoying, yeah. Anywho, a wee tangent. But
Yes.
from that, New Zealand, that was, I don't think the press, they didn't press release anything. They just all of a sudden, here's our 34 for the squad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, scrolling, boom, how good.
Because then like I put it in the chat and I was like, man, that's not even like, they didn't even like let you know like the countdown like they did for the
Yeah. I think when they might do that.
But
when
I
they
guess
name
I
the
like
actual squad.
quite a fair way out still.
I think it's usually is it the day after the grand final? I think they name the full squad. They usually do something like that.
Oh yeah,
Have to double check. But what did you think about the 34 name, mate?
good. I was very surprised at Sebastian Chris. Did not know he was a Kiwi.
Yeah, that might be a grandparent or something, but Granny Gate,
But good on him.
the old Nathan Feen card. Hey, I like it. We're a bit slim on centres.
Yeah, few debuters, which is cool. Because obviously you got your 34 that made it this time because we had, what did they name last time? The 20-ish, 20-something.
Yeah.
So, it's good. Solid team.
Solid team. So what we've done is from that 34, we've whittled it down to our 24 to take to the World Cup.
Yes.
So we're going to run you through our teams. I've just changed mine on the spot. I just thought of someone.
I was going to say.
I thought, a couple of surprises. Shawnee's name's on there. I had him quite down the list of people that would be. But, if he's there or thereabouts.
Nah. Yeah.
He's there or thereabouts. I guess that makes sense.
Like, end of the day, it would be mean to see him run around the black jersey again.
Well,
But, like, he's got to be, he's got to prove it.
You love to see SJ in the black jumper.
Yeah.
But then, like you say, he
looks
hasn't
a
really
lot
had
like
the.
me.
Yeah. Sure. But you wouldn't hate it, but I think there needs to be a few injuries before he gets a shot.
Yeah. Exactly. There'll be a couple above him.
One of the things holding him back, being just on the fringe, is he only plays halfback.
Yeah.
So at a World Cup, you're wanting someone who can
move around.
You're going to look at someone if they're on the fringe. Oh, can they play more than one position?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I do it personally.
Yeah.
All right.
Anywho, I'll start us off.
Start us off, mate.
Okay. Front rowers.
Yes.
It was quite an easy one, really.
I think there's a. Yeah.
Easy, but then you could have swapped a couple around kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's good though.
Joseph Tarpenny, obviously, and Fisher Harris is in there.
Yes.
Old Big Nasty.
Big Nasty.
Jesse Bromwich, and Moses Leota have gone for my front rowers.
Right, nice. Should we go by position? Or do you want to do your whole team? Or should I...
Or do you want to do your front?
Yeah,
okay.
Might as well.
It'll make it easier.
Yeah, so for my prop forwards, I've gone Sean Johnson. No. Imagine that. Whack.
Johnson. Smoked.
So I've gone Nas. This is no order of how good they are either before anyone gets at me. I've gone Nas, Jesse Bromwich. I'll talk you through what I went through there. Jared was close to making the list.
Yeah, same.
Jared Whitey Hargreaves, because I'm a bit of a fan of his. He loves playing for New Zealand. He plays with pride.
And he was in that World Cup winning team.
So it's just like, and Jess hasn't been bad. He hasn't been brilliant.
Yeah, but then it's hard because he's captain, so he's going to pretty much be in there.
He's going to be in there again. But if I was going to pick the team,
yeah,
it's hard to leave Jared at home. But I think Moses Leota is playing better. I mean, Jared's had a great end to his season. He loves getting in there and getting dirty. Bit of niggle, which I don't mind. But he just probably brings a few more penalties. So I want to stick with Jesse.
Yeah.
I want to stick with Jesse.
He's a great player. Brings like a lot of heartiness, but it's almost like a costly almost.
Yeah, he almost, in my opinion, he almost played himself back into my team at the end of the year. So he would have been,
especially that look.
I'd be interested to see what Madge does with that.
Hey, I would not want to be in his position, to be honest.
But who would you swap out? I think the only person you could swap out for Jared is Jesse.
Yes.
But then he just captained the team.
Yeah.
I'll
bring you an option later.
Okay. Cool. You want to hit us with your second row / lock forwards?
I've got Isaiah Papali'i, Kenny
Nice.
Bromwich,
Nice.
Corey Harawira Naira,
Nice.
Marata Nuakore, and Brenton Nakota.
All right.
It was hard with the second rowers.
Yeah.
But I was
Got a lot
pretty
of-
solid with the first four, and then Brenton Nakota has been solid, obviously.
So you're telling me You've got Corey above him.
Well, I just love Corey off the bench.
Get the phone.
No, but yeah.
No,
Hey.
I know what you're saying. He's
Yeah.
a good end. He'd be great to have on camp on the tour.
What?
By the looks of it, Corey.
Yeah.
If you follow him on Instagram, it looks pretty crack up.
What about you?
Yeah, so I've gone K Brom, Ice Puppy, Brenton Neocorda, Marata Neocorda. This is a tricky bit. So I don't even know if I still want to do that. But I had Corey there, and then I crossed them out, and I've put Griffin Neem there. Because I think Neem could actually, he could play front row as well.
Yeah.
Whereas Corey probably can't. So for me, that's probably why Griffin gets the bit more utility.
Gets the nose in front at the line.
Based one off test. Might have went Corey.
Yep.
But like for a tournament, yeah, I'm probably going to go with the young fella Griffin Neem.
I like it.
All right. Your hookers.
Hookers, I feel like would be the same. Brandon Smith, obviously, and one of my faves, Jeremy Marshall King.
JMK. J-Muck.
I rate the boy.
No, that's great. There's not really that many options for hooker at the moment.
No, unless you chucked a couple of players around, which we can do. But
yeah, so I've gone same as you. J-Muck and the cheese. Hectic cheese. There's probably not too much to talk about there.
Yep.
We might see, I'm not sure, but you could possibly see the likes of Brandon play a bit of 13.
Yeah.
Like he has for the Storm this year. If we're playing a big pack, it might be good to have the cheese at 13.
Big packet, and then having Jeremy off the back because he's quite quick and like he loves to run the ball sometimes.
Yeah, like you're not totally different players, but he can do a great job there. So maybe against the likes of like Samoa and Tonga, possibly, but Brandon's our top hooker, so
Yep, definitely.
Depends on how they want to play that.
As long as he still has that blonde hair.
No, shave that off. Sweet. We're
halves. Do you
on
want
to
to
the
start us off?
Yeah, I'll start us off. I've gone with Jarome Hughes.
Yes.
Jar Bless.
You have him in the team, do you?
Yeah, just. Dylan Brown.
Oh, yes. Dillbags.
Dill Bags and
At
Kieran
Dillbags Instagram
Foran.
Yep. I'm the same.
You pretty much got the same.
Yep. I'd love to have Johnson in there, but Foran was solid this year.
So if, let's say, one of these three get injured, does Sean Johnson, would you then take Sean? Because don't forget you.
I know. I probably still wouldn't.
Because you still got Tamati Martin,
you still got
who
Tamati
hasn't
Martin.
played half this year.
Yeah.
But
He's
just a
the
really
games
good
that he
player.
did play for the Broncos, he was mean.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have him in there. But yeah, you got the likes of him, and then
you'd even probably, like I'd almost put Dale or Raps at the back and then put Manu into the halves.
CNK, does he play?
He's played one game at 6, I think,
Well,
or 2.
If one of our halves did get injured, you could shift Manu in there full time and then have CNK at the back full time.
Yeah, possibly. Yep. If you're taking CNK.
Yeah, like if you were taking him.
Yep.
Centres. Hit us.
I've got Cordell Pett. It's probably been our best centre all year.
Why wouldn't you?
Apart from Manu, but he's probably not going to play there. And I've gone with Timoko as the other centre, with other players being able to play centre in other positions.
Yep. Okay, I've gone the same, and I've put Sebastian Chris in there.
Yes, I was close to putting Chris in there too.
Obviously, just like he's a man. I didn't know he was a Kiwi.
Yeah. It'd be good to he's a solid runner, solid defender. You're tossing up, you're flicking a coin almost for between him and Timoko, who starts with Hiku.
Yeah.
Who plays with Rapana usually?
Sebastian.
Yeah, so ooh.
It just depends what the team want to do.
They've got enough time at the tournament to build some combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know. I'm just partial to Timoko, so I put him in there.
Yeah.
I just like him. Seen the calves on him, eh? Look at any of his games. Look at the calves and legs on him. Jeez, he's built like a brick shithouse. Little nuggy.
Little nuggy. Where are we up to?
Wingers.
Wingers. Me.
There you go.
Well, the wingers. It's not a very hard decision. You got Raps, the man, the built engine, if you will.
The built engine. Yep. Okay.
Mulatalo, who's a straight quick,
Fast,
insane, good out of trouble, quick play the ball,
quick play of the ball.
insane, and then can't go past Dallin. You can shift
Dell.
him around as well. Just love Dell. He's probably one of my favourites.
The mullet has to be there.
Yeah.
You need that running
He
around.
needs the ringlet mullet. But yeah, I'll have Dell there. Definitely.
Yeah, a bit of a broken record here, but I've gone Ronaldo, Rapana, and Dowell, I think.
Nice.
Rapana, Ronaldo. I mean, that 1-2 out of the back.
Yeah.
And having Joey Manu as well is just like...
Good luck.
And I've got Dell. And then, like, if one of them go down, Dell's just the same as him, the way he plays. With the ability to also play fullback.
Yeah.
And Dell can also play centre.
Because I like how we have...
which gives us another centre option. So I think
Yeah.
Dell covers centre, fullback and wing. So I think that's also why
Yeah.
he solidifies himself.
Yeah.
As opposed to, say, like a Ken Momalo, who is basically just a winger.
Yeah, that's why I left Ken out. And I like having at least... Or, like, obviously you wouldn't leave him out, Mulatalo. He's got that height with him as well, so he can go for the high ball.
Yep, good on the high ball.
So is Dell, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they're both good. They're great leapers.
All of them. But I just like having that bit of height sometimes.
Yeah, and they're just pairing those two with Manu, like against Tonga, was
Yeah.
quick play the balls of doom.
And whoever's on Hiku's side
yes,
will be top try scorer for the World
for
Cup.
the World Cup. You've heard it here first. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Because what does Hiku usually plays right? Ronaldo usually also plays right.
There you go.
You do worse. You could do worse. Sweet. That brings us to fullback. Obviously, Joseph Manu. Now, there's a bit of conjecture on whether he's going to play centre or fullback.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to play around with that, there's still plenty of room in the centres rank, so they've only taken 2.
Yeah.
So he
I
can
think with
flip in there.
with what we have in our centres, we'll be able to get away with that. Then you can have Manu at the back.
Yeah. But if they want to, we could play him at centre. But yeah, I've gone with Joey Manu's obviously the top pick for that. With Tamati Martin.
I wouldn't mind Dell at the back full time.
Yeah, well, Dell's done a job there before. He's a solid player. He won't let you down. He'll try his hardest.
He will.
Do more than that. He'll give 150%.
And then some.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, did you say Tamati Martin?
Yep,
Cool.
Tamati's
I've
in there.
got the same.
Same too. That's great. Tamati can also cover the halves.
Yep.
So you basically got 4 half options there. Which brings us to other or utility.
Could you chuck, if you needed, Tamati at... Has he played hooker at all? Not really.
I mean, most of the halves could probably slot into hooker
Yeah.
if they have to.
If they have to.
But it is good having someone who plays hooker a lot.
Yeah.
Playing hooker is such a key
I
position.
wouldn't put him in there as full time, but like if
But
he had to
it's
slide
cover.
in there for a game, like, oh shit.
Yeah, let's say Brendan goes down and then
Yeah.
J-Mark goes down also. Yep.
No, sweet. Your utility. Who are you going to choose? I see you got...
I think when I've counted up, because I've gone a less centre.
Oh, so you can go 2.
Yeah, so my others that I had leftover spots for was Sorensen and Cody Nikodima.
I've got Nikodima too.
Hasn't been playing that many minutes for Rabbitohs, but at a World Cup tourney, once again, he has played fullback for the Rabbitohs a couple of times.
Yeah.
Played half most of his career, and he's bloody...
Best
on his
position.
day, he's one of the best 14s there is.
Yeah.
So if we need him to have to, he can play half, but I prefer him to be on the bench coming on for a... Like, I don't mind imagine this, a Brandon Smith 13,
Yeah.
J-Mark 9, Cody on the bench.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, that could work. I would like to see him try that out. People are a bit off Cody, but I love Cody at 14.
Yeah, same.
Like I was off him too when he's at the Warriors, but they were trying to make him... It's one of those things. He's the who's that Aussie guy? It escapes me. Plays the Dragons. Ben Hunt.
Oh, Ben Hunt.
He's a classic. Real good halfback though.
Yeah.
But epic hooker.
Yeah.
But he wants to be a halfback.
Yeah.
Same with Cody. But yeah, I'd have him in there. Like to have that coming on off the bench for that rotation would be sick. Who loses a spot in the forwards? I'm not sure. But you see that I think the Storm played a lot better when Brandon Smith was at 13.
Mm.
He's hard to tackle. He's low to the ground, quick play the ball. Like he'll just get that ruck moving, and then he can still jump into hooker as well. share that role.
Yep.
Who you got?
Well,
Nicodema.
Nicodema. But I also had a side note for your team. Or
Right.
the team.
The team, yes.
You could leave either Timok or Chris at home.
Yes.
Not bring them. Sorry, Cuzzies, one of you. So that frees up one of your centres. So if you're playing 3 centre positions, and put Madata Niokore
Niokore.
there.
Yep.
And then you can also obviously use him as second rower.
That's right. So that's why I've got him on the team too.
Yeah, he's a versatile player. And then put Tarpenny in your second row and play him at lock or second.
Well, you could play middle and shift up to
Yeah.
the front if needed to be.
And then that means you could free up another position in your forwards, and you could bring in Warrior Hargreaves.
Yeah, that's what
and
I've got.
whatnot.
That's pretty much what I've done. But I've brought
Yeah.
Sorensen.
But if you did, say, instead of bringing Tarpenny down, you could have Brandon as your lock.
Yeah. And the other thing I like Sorensen is he can play a bit of edge.
Yeah.
And in front row if you need him to. As opposed to Jared, who's just
It's insane, like the quality of players we have in our team at the moment. That you can do that.
Yeah, it's great to see. Who are the newbies like? Oh, Jordan Ricky misses out on a spot. I feel like, unfortunately for him, Wairata was already in the team. And then he's just been playing mean. So it's like, ugh. Yeah. He didn't play that well at the end of the season, like most of the Broncos players. Still had a solid season, though. Yeah. And I think next year, in there.
Also, unfortunately, a little bit sad to see Bailey Simonson not make it in our teams. But it's just the quality of wings, and because he's not really...
Well, Wong and Blake got shifted out to the wing, and he just killed it, except for the other game.
Yeah.
Where he dropped those high balls. But, Bailey...
Come to the Waz.
Is a hisser. Whereas Wonga Blake probably isn't, but Wonga Blake is just offering a bit more, I think, for them.
Yeah.
With creativity. Bailey would be an epic pickup for any team. The Waz. Yeah. Who else needs a winger? The Warriors. Do we?
Warriors. Who's our wingers?
We've got those young kids coming through. I think it's best to keep them.
Oh, yeah, true
along.
Kossi. I don't mind Kossi.
Then you got Chansey.
Yeah.
Coming. Probably going to be fullback, but he's a good winger option as well.
And then we've got, our other winger, I just gone blank, starts with M.
Huh?
Our other winger for the Waz starts with M, opposite Kossi.
Starts with M.
I can't remember. Sorry, I've gone blank. Everyone listening is
we got Dell and Kossi.
Montoya.
Oh, shit. Yeah, because he shifted to the centre.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, we've got like all. Yeah. Who could do with Bailey?
Some pretty good wingers getting around, eh? He'd be a solid centre too, I reckon.
Yeah.
There's quite a few average centres running around.
You could shift him into.
You could actually make a place for him in here if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think Dal fills that spot that he'd probably look to
Yeah,
play
exactly.
with Dal being able to play
fullback.
fullback.
Dal at the back better. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else you want to add to the team?
No, that's I've gone with Coach Madge.
Oh, yep. You going with Matt? Oh, okay. I was going to go with Ricky Stewart because he's got a bit of free time now.
Bit of free time. The breather. Weak-gutted dog. Sweet. All right. We'll go straight into round preview. All right. So, do you have the games up on there, sir? It's
I do.
Dead on you. Just because you're like, you've seen it all day, and then you go, who's playing? Yeah. First game. Who we got?
Eels are so hard to tip.
I know. But I said that's what they needed to be fourth, at least.
Yes.
Because they're going to drop a game, definitely.
I'm leaning towards the Cowboys.
Up at home.
Yeah.
Eels away.
They're not. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Cowboys. They'll be comps. They've done great this year.
I think they're quite a level team.
Yeah.
So those are the teams that
having Val and all that in the team. Drinkwater. Dearden.
Drinking's been good. Dearden, killing it. Robson, the hooker, killing it.
Tomalolo just up
back
the middle.
into it.
They're going to be a hard team. It's going to be a good game.
I feel like Paro got more game breakers in the team.
Yeah.
But that also is their weakness.
But then you also have Val that can just slot a 45-metre
Yeah, well, he can do that. So you going Cowboys?
Cowboys
By how much you reckon?
by 1.
Another close one. Yeah, it's very hard to split them. Yeah, well, I have to go Para. I've tipped them to win the whole thing. Both my cousins in the halves.
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong. Either way, I'm not going to be mad if Para make it.
No, I think they're one of the best teams, obviously. Cowboys are brilliant as well. I just think Para's got a bit more X factor, but then once again, they're not at home. They're not at.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about that.
Yep.
One of the things that makes me worried for Para is they're not at home.
Yep.
They're almost bulletproof down at old Wankbank Stadium. I mean, Combank Stadium.
Wankbank. The old Wankbank Stadium.
And the likelihood of seeing any Para supporters up there, the Cowboys got in last week, so they would have bought all the tickets. So they knew they were playing there. Massive Cowboys crowd. I mean, just like Chad Townsend, even he's playing epic.
Yeah.
He's consistently playing well. So is Dearden.
You got Hiku.
I think Cowboys are a more consistent team. But yeah, Para got a little bit more X factor. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting game. Love to see it.
I think it's the game I'm most excited about for the weekend.
Yeah, same actually.
Yeah.
Even though the Penny Panthers and Rabbitohs is the next game, but even though it's the rematch of the final, I'm just because there's a few more question marks around the Cowboys Para game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go Eels in another close one.
Yeah. Eels by 1, say, for example? Or just Eels by...
I think if the Eels win, it won't be by 1.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go extra time by 1.
See, they've changed it to Golden Point now. The TAB.
It's always been called Golden Point.
No, it's extra time. Because
Oh.
Golden Point doesn't come in till after extra time, I thought. No, and they changed it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works now.
I don't know. Anyway.
Just for the finals, maybe? Who knows? Yes, I'm going Para 12 and under. I just think if they do win, Para, when they do win, it's not usually just by a couple of points.
Yeah.
Whereas the Cowboys can win
They
like
bet
that.
that the Storm earlier in the year. Extra time, but got the try to win it.
That's right. The breather got injured. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if I'm, backing them, I think they'll put it. They're very hard to stop once they get going, Para.
Yep. Game 2. Panthers v Rabbitohs.
Yeah, well, this is a rematch of the final from last year.
Yeah.
It's going to be another good game, though.
It's going to be a good game.
I think Penrith up front have got a better team in the forward pack.
Yeah.
It's still a mean forward pack for Rabbitohs.
I love Totola from
Yeah,
the
he goes
Rabbitohs.
hundies.
He's mean.
But I don't think he's better than, say,
Fish.
the Fish, Leota. Who else they got in their pack? Spencer Leniu.
Yep.
He's a machine. And then you got Sorensen as well.
Who are you feeling?
I think Penrith are going to win this, but not just, but quite convincingly. It's too hard to ignore what they done that last game.
Yep. I'm just going to go for an outsider. Probably most definitely going to be wrong. Rabbitohs.
Hey, you never know.
Rabbitohs by 1 as well. Or extra time. Golden
Alter
Point.
that up. Extra time.
Yeah.
$20 are the best for both games.
If Rabbitohs do win, I don't think it's going to be by much.
They might scrape home.
Yeah. They just might have a bit of...
But
Even though Penrith are going to be fucking hard to beat, they just might have a bit of heart about them old Rabbitohs after getting up these 2 games.
got a bit of confidence. Like you said last year, that was a very close final.
It was a very close final. So, just for a lover underdog.
Oh, yeah. If I was going with my heart,
Yeah.
I'd say I want Rabbitohs to win just because that's how I...
And it's like finals footy, so I'm not gutted if I get it wrong. So I'm going to go Rabbitohs.
Yeah.
Rabbitohs by 1, possibly.
Very
extra
hard
time.
to beat Penrith. I mean,
Yeah,
what they
very
done
hard,
the other week, unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
So don't take that and empty your TAB account on it, but
You don't need to because you'll be paying a bit, I'd say.
yeah.
With a little
Oh.
fiver on.
Actually.
They always check the odds of who's the favourite, who's doing what. Dylan Edwards for Penrith. So bloody good. He's still a little bit less than here after I withdrew most of it.
Good on ya.
That is your race in the weekend. Good on ya.
So, Queens Cowboys.
And I also think
Cowboys are favourite, obviously at home. Makes sense.
how short are they? Just head to head.
Head to head, $1.71 to Cowboys, $2.10 to Think. So it's pretty close.
Sounds about right though.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's saying. Pretty close match, but Para is away.
Also, are paying 21s for Golden Point
Oh yeah.
extra time this
Actually,
game.
now I think about it, I'm gonna change mine to Para 13 plus,
Woo! And they're paying $4.50.
just for 13 plus. I just think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they win 13 plus, I still won't be surprised.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
Para.
mean. That's what I mean. I'm like, fuck it.
Get on.
All right, what are the odds for the other game?
Too much. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, $1.36 for Panthers and
Ooh.
$3.05 for thing. Man,
Head to head.
Rabbitohs 1-12, 4.33, 13 plus 8.50.
All right, I know. I feel like Penrith's going to win. But if I'm having a bet, I'm just going to go just to be a bit of a silly bugger, and I'll just go Souths 13 plus if I'm having a bet.
Yep. And
We haven't got the money to be playing around with that $1.30 shit.
go extra time 20. Oh, whoa! It's gone down since I looked last.
See, it's got extra time this week. It's the Golden Point last week.
Yeah, I looked last time, before I came down here, and it was 26s.
Someone's had a nibble. Geez, I'm going to have a bit of that on both games as well.
Same.
Because like I said, even though I feel like, that might not happen, but it's $21.
Yeah.
Come on, put a little tenner on it. Fuck.
Also, what I forgot to put on last
210
time
of the best.
is choose a player for first and last try. Had the odds.
Yeah, that's a good little combo. Since we're looking at the odds, we might as well shift straight into.
Put your money right in the end, who the man though? Pile up the cash, then I do that money dance though. 50K for the beat in the event, son. What's the light when your house is like a mansion? Put your money.
All right, best bet section, brought to you by the good folk at TAB. Use code Kiwi NRL Podcast 10. So just see what happens. They might get a bonus bet, you might not. And if you don't get one, just email to TAB.
And tell them Sam said.
Congratulations to that NRL punter.
Yeah, he did 13 plus.
13 plus, got him. Thanks for that, mate. Brilliant. Put a bit of money in the account that I multiplied the nickname.
Multiplied.
Sweet. So we'll roll with his bet first, eh?
Yeah.
Best bet is Cody Walker anytime, Kumara at $4 odds. Shit, that's good, eh? Just for any time. Cody Walker. Anyway, he holds an impressive 57% strike rate against Penrith, scoring a try in each of his last 4 games against the Panthers.
There we go.
That's $4 is crazy. Always links well with Trail Milk. Trail Milk. Come on, man. Funny how they named it instead of Allianz.
Yeah.
The Trellians. Trail Milk, and I can see Cody Walker getting up here. Hopefully only the Bunnies try. Hopefully that's the only Bunnies try, because fuck the Bunnies.
Man.
Still sour last week. It was a Roosters supporter
That's
as
right.
well.
But I'll still choose him for a try. The odds don't lie.
Oh, the odds don't lie. I'm gonna hold on now. What do you got, mate?
I have gone. And when I say this, is go for first and any time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You do first and any time. It's like an each way bet.
Cody Walker do first and any time.
So chuck it on first try, because if he gets the first one, you'll be mad at yourself.
Yeah. Uncle Hicks.
P Hicks.
Yeah.
We're back to the original bet,
Yeah.
the OG bet.
I go on P Hicks. Man, he's in finals footy, man. He'll be
hissing it. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
he's paying 18s for first and 340 for any time.
Oh, okay, they've spicked them up.
Yeah, get him.
We ain't no slouch. You've got look at that try he got.
Hiku, yeah, I reckon he'll have a good game at home. Boom, pull your boots. Can't wait to see him play. He should be good. He's a solid player.
All right.
Write it down so you remember.
Yeah, just so I don't have to annoy people the next day. So we're on a bit of a try fest here. So, Yeah.
Do
You
you
know,
just
if we're talking about
tries?
original bet and try bets, and because I should have my shirt
Wow, it's 13
tomorrow.
plus.
I should have my shirt tomorrow.
Yes.
Ice Puppy. I'm going Ice Puppy. Anytime Kumara up in Townsville. He's got the shaved head, so the heat won't affect him as much.
Yep.
He'll be tracking a line. He's just going to boom. Come on, Ice Baby. Yeah, so Ice Pup anytime.
I like it.
Gamble responsibly.
Yes. What I was thinking about with this whole, because we obviously do our best bets,
Yes.
what we should do when it comes to Melbourne Cup, only annoying thing is we put our thing out on do a Monday, then people won't see it. But
Well, hey, only the proper listeners will get the jam.
but will they get it before Melbourne Cup? But what we will do for you,
Yeah, because
As-
it's that afternoon. So I'll put it up in the morning.
we will do for you is we'll do a little Melbourne Cup coverage, I reckon.
All right, yeah, shit.
Why not?
Might as well.
Go through the field, who you like, who you pick, boom.
Oh, I picked the winner last year.
Yes. Did you put it in the newsletter?
I put it in our staff newsletter to everyone. Told all the staff, look, very elegant after its Cox Plate run. I just couldn't believe I got that at $21 on the Sunday.
I know.
I was like, that won't be sticking around. Too many people seen that run. Plus, I was telling the whole world. When James stared her clear on that straight,
Just popped her out.
then when she pulled away on that last 100, shit.
I've never heard
What a
someone so
feeling.
loud in Track City.
What a feeling. It's like I was there.
What a feeling. Yeah.
It's just mainly because it's one of those race days where people just, who are you backing? What do you like?
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And I told
And then
everyone.
when you have
When you
the
get it
person
right.
that doesn't bet and then you get it right, they're like, how did you know?
Mate,
But yeah,
Love Melbourne Cup Day.
we'll do a bit of, because that's coming up real quick, we'll do a Melbourne Cup coverage.
also for the grand final, we're trying to find a pub or someone to
Yes.
allow us to watch the game there and get amongst it. So we'll put something out if anyone wants to get amongst it with us and watch the game. Yeah, but that's details to come. But that's what we want to do. It's just hard. Small town New Zealand, they don't really follow league as much. So they're
Small
not
town
really
New Zealand, 10 o'clock at night.
on a Sunday, but you got the Monday off.
Also, when we come to final, what we should do.
Oh, that's what's playing up. We should have moved old mate's funeral to the next Monday. That would have gave us the Monday off after the grand final.
Why didn't you wait a week?
Shit, the Queen will be sweet. Oh, Queenie.
Queenie. Auntie Queenie.
Auntie Queenie. Fuck, she'll be all good.
Shut up, Auntie Queenie. What we will do, though, we could do, which will be cool, is the show we do before the final
Yes.
is do the Clive Churchill medal. Who you reckon is going to win it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That'll be nice.
What we should do, instead of and we'll do run alongside for that night. So in the next episode, we won't do Clive Churchill. We'll pick out another great New Zealander, Kiwi, and give out the medal to like the best Kiwi in the final.
The little plastic ones you get from
Well, we'll just do our version, which would be
MVK on it would be pretty mean.
who's a Kiwis final great? NRL finals great. Sean Kenny Dow.
Yeah.
Skidsy. He was pretty
Benji.
mean. Benji won one.
Yeah, but it was a little flicky.
Flicker Hoodickie. Marshall skips away. Yeah, that's a moment. Yeah, but we could do something like that. New Zealand version of the Clive Churchill. It's just for Kiwis who are playing.
Yeah.
If there are any, there might be just one by default. But also, I've seen, I should have actually hit the article up, but there's a few Kiwis in the Super League Grand Final coming up.
True.
Quite a few, yeah. So lots of Zane Titafano, Bodine Thompson, James Bell. They
Bodine Thompson.
had Connie Harrell down as ex-Kiwi, but I'm like, I don't acknowledge that now. Him as a Kiwi at all.
Who was that Warriors player that you looked like you hard out that always got injured?
Oh, Ben. Oh, that's annoying.
It's not
I
Ben,
can see him.
not Ben Matalino.
No. I keep saying.
Is his name Ben?
I've got Ben Hunt in my head now.
You know who I mean, though, eh?
Yeah, I've got him in my head. He played centre.
Yeah.
You just start going mean and then you get injured all the time. And then you retired early. That's annoying me.
Sorry. I wonder if I can find it.
Just put injured warrior Ben.
Let's see if that works.
Ben Lummis.
That's it. Injured warrior benefits.
There he is.
Him there?
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Henry.
Henry. That's why I was getting Hunt in my head. Yes, Ben Henry.
Look at it. Look at it.
That's probably not the best version of him looking like me.
No, but
yeah, he's striking resemblance.
I just remember that.
Yeah, so looking forward to the games. They should be epic. Got anything else to add, mate?
I think that's it.
All right.
You heard it here first. Cowboys Rabbitohs.
Up para.
Always like para.
Got a couple of multis ending on a para. We've got just one bet in for making the final. So that'll be good.
How much did you get off that? Do you remember?
Not that much.
Yeah. Wasn't like the Raiders paying heaps.
I should have put it on before they got into fourth. But then I didn't want to that's why I said to myself, they have to be at least fourth because I think they were going to lose one. Anyway, have a good week and weekend. Enjoy the footy. Up the wires.
Yeah.
Pre-season training. Up the Kiwis. And we'll see you next week.
Give them a taste.
Peace.
You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that you can go all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him a taste of Kiwi. Hey, Kiwi. Show him you're the best. You're the best. Give him a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him a taste.
Yo, you know what you should do?